Hello everyone, FunshineX here. Welcome back to a Grimm's Life server play. I am just by myself tonight and wanted to do a little bit different. You can see Grimm is making our Astral Sorcery temple. It's looking pretty cool. I'll show you real quick, but he's encompassed the different altars. It's in glass because the winter was messing it up, so he's putting a glass roof on it. But yeah, it's going to look really cool. He's just laying it out right now, and then he'll get the walls going. I just wanted to update on my melon farm. All the stocks, well, a lot of them are almost done. You can see what I've done here is I've got the mana pool into this pulse spreader. This is important. That one goes into there, then it shoots it this way, and then that one shoots it back with another. This is just a normal mana spreader, but it has the focus, not the focus act, the bore lens. And then that one goes to here, and then this one actually goes back to the pool. And I've just got a tiny bit of mana in here, not a lot. And because I've got the pulse mana spreader, I can just turn a redstone signal. It's only going to shoot one pulse every time I do that lever. It's going to go there, there, and break both of those, and then back into the pool. And I lose a little bit when it breaks it, but not much. And what I can do is I can replace this lever here with a daylight sensor. So it'll only shoot one beam every day, because the daylight sensor, when it turns day, it will go on and stay on until it turns night, and then the next day would go on. So I'll set one pulse every day, and any melons that grow that day will be harvested and picked up by the hopper hawk, put in here, and I can hopper this right out into a Harvest Festival mailbox and free gold, right? Well, it's kind of that way. It doesn't, these stocks don't generate a ton. I mean, you get like one melon every 3 days. Once all the stocks are fully complete, I might get like 2 melons a day or 3 melons a day with the number I have here. It's not the greatest amount of money, but it's free. It's passive, right? So it's fine. You can see we tried, S tried to help me kill the Gaia, and we screwed up. I summoned it while S was still in range, so he got sucked into the fight, and then with two of us fighting it, the Gaia gets stronger the more number of people in range, and the mana pool for the Fallen Canad, which gives us regen, ran out of mana, and we both died. So there's my death counter. If we look at the actual DC, you can see I now have 10 deaths. So my title of How to Survive in Grimm's Life, maybe not so accurate anymore, but you can see I'm 33rd place. Mama Jamma getting up there with 108. I gotta make a comment on it just because she gives me such a hard time, and I was commenting on her death counter. But yeah, so I did have a death there, and I've had a few more various ones. This area over here spawns these things called Valkyries, which are crazy difficult. They can climb up walls, they can fly, they have like a 2-block range with their weapon, so they can hit you before you can even hit them. Man, they're tough. I usually run them over here if one's chasing me along this path, because these bell thorns will damage it, and I just kind of sprint in circles, just running around until it dies. That's about the only recourse I have for fighting the Valkyries. All right, let's get into today's episode. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. We're gonna go break the Nether, guys. We're gonna go break the Nether, destroy it. I've got a blue flame burning our extra iron tools. I put horse armor in here to get some iron ingots. We were out of iron, so I needed to do that. I'm just going to turn this off because it's kind of annoying. I'll turn it on later. All right. So let's head on down here. You can see what I've been up to. I moved the blast furnace. We still have the creosote or the coke oven here. It's actually full of creosote for these 3 tanks. So I'm going to make an Embers reservoir so I can hold more creosote out of here. But that's going to be another day. We had this power gen that Esk did with the 2 water wheels. Well, technically it's 6 water wheels for immersive engineering. That is coming into this MV capacitor up there into our refined storage system. But then you can see I've driven a cable down there. Let's find out where that goes. Oh, this go? Oh, Nether farm. Yeah. If you break Nether wart when it's full, you have to actually break it. You can't right-click harvest. You have a small chance to get an item required for roots. And I think I just got one. There we go, an infernal bulb. So helps to have a large nether wart farm, so that you have a bunch to break when you do come in here. But you break the full ones, and make sure you do break them, or you won't get a chance to get it. And we got the nether infernal bulb. So head on down. I put a little staircase here. Esk really said he didn't like to have a lot of, nice square symmetrical rooms, so I've just kind of followed. There was some airspace here, so I'm like, oh, I'll make a staircase here. A little dark, but that's okay. And then I kind of started hollowing out some space, and you can see I've got a ton of immersive engineering set up here. Wow, that was fast. And technically, immersive engineering, once you get power figured out, which Esk had already with that MV up there, it was pretty quick. As long as you have enough steel, which we did, and enough iron and copper, which we didn't, but I got some, it's not that hard to build. So I built 3 metal presses. This one is building me wires. It's got the wire stamper on there. That is really important early off. You want to get the wire stamper because you need a lot of copper wire, and that gives you 2 for 1 instead of 1 to 1. So definitely get this thing one of your first things. I upgraded the blast furnace to the improved blast furnace. I haven't put the warmers on, or the blowers on the side yet, because I didn't have enough stuff to build it, but it builds steel at a decent rate. And then I built the crusher. The crusher is hugely important because you're doubling your ores. So that's I think one of the easiest ways to get double ores in this game, at least until Tech Reborn came along. And if you don't know, the latest patch or one of the most recent patches in Grim Life, he added Tech Reborn. If you don't know what Tech Reborn is, I have done a tutorial on the entire mod on my channel. Go look it up. But we're also going to be doing that today. As you can see, I've got some Tech Reborn stuff. But we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, this one, I put stuff in the hopper, and it doubles. It gives me a little dust, which I can put in these furnaces to cook. Cool. And then, yeah, and I brought down a crafting grid here from S grid that he had already set up. So yeah, that's a basic immersive engineering setup. Something to get steel, something to make your wires. I'm going to put like plates here and probably gears here. The plates are not a huge savings. Actually, they're not any savings because it's always 1 to 1. The only thing you gain by doing a plate in the press is you don't use durability on your hammer. So that's not a huge benefit, but I figured I might as well make one for the plates. The gears, you save 1 ingot for making a gear. So yeah, not too bad. All right, so that's that setup. Now let's talk about Tech Reborn. Tech Reborn, when you do not have IC2, which we do not, has its own kind of version of IC2, the baseline IC2. So as you expect, you upgrade your furnaces to the iron furnace. And that's really easy to do. It's just 5 iron and a furnace. Don't make this recipe, that's stupid. A regular furnace and 5 iron. Get that right away because this burns 10 items in the same time it does to make a normal furnace does 8, and in the same amount of fuel. So 1 charcoal will burn 10 items in the same time it takes to build 8 in a normal furnace, right? So get this right away. As soon as you have 5 iron in a furnace, upgrade it. You can also make the iron alloy furnace. This takes 2 iron furnaces and some refined iron, which is just iron cooked again. All right, just as you'd expect. And these allow you to do things like make your bronze and your electrum and all that kind of stuff a lot easier. You don't have to grind it down into grit. So yeah, we might as well make an alloy furnace early on as well. And then the next thing you want to do is start getting electricity. So we're going to need a generator. And we've got the basic generator here. Takes a furnace, a machine block, which is just a bunch of refined iron, and a battery. You can see Grim has integrated immersive engineering into Tech Reborn, which is really cool. I think Minecolonies helped as well, and that maybe someone else did as well with these recipe redos. But we need this LV wire coil, which is definitely the reason why you want to double your copper and then double your wires, so you get tons of extra wires and you don't run out of copper because copper is not easy to come by. Okay, I better eat a little bit. Okay, so the other thing we're going to need, technically, do we need rubber? I think, and like normal IC2, you need rubber right off, right? So there's a rubber tap. Where's an IC2 rubber tree? Tech Reborn rubber tree. There it is. Okay, it's black. I'm like, why is it black? So we can get rubber from sap, which is... you need to find a rubber tree or obtain a rubber tree sapling, grow it, search around for little yellow spots. Okay, so it's the same thing as IC2. We need this rubber stuff, and what do we use it for? To make all the IC2 cabling. I'm going to just call it IC2. It's basically the entry-level Tech Reborn stuff. All right, let me just respond to cores. All right, so I think we're good. We need to get the rubber. Okay, that was what I was saying. And if we look on the map, well, it's not going to be the map here, but this is our map that I've explored. But the web map shows a lot more range, what everybody's explored, and I have that in my description below. But I need to go to a place that has not been discovered yet, because the mod was not in our pack when we first launched. So anything that's already been discovered, there's not going to be IC2 trees. Now I could buy it from some other people that have already discovered them. They have them, they trade me, they'll send them me in the mailbox, whatever. But I want to go find one myself. Plus we had a good fun trick in the Nether. Let's get on that right now before I run out of breath talking so much. All right, so we need to get to the Nether, because if we look at my thing, I don't know if you can see it, but it's basically 3,800 blocks away to a forest that hasn't been discovered yet, based on the web map. So that's kind of a long ways to go normally. In the Nether, you know, what 3,800 would be divided by 8, just over 450 blocks. So I'd much rather do that. All right, so here is all the stuff I need. I can put my magnet back on. What do you think of my wings? I painted them. I don't know. You can see them. There you go. Look, I got cool wings, and I've got cool horns on the top of my head as well, and a monocle. I'm looking awesome. And the shield from Between Lens. Anyway, I get sidetracked so much. Here's all the stuff we need. I need some chests just to put my stuff in because I'm nervous I'm going to die. I've got a wooden storage crate full of all the stuff I'm going to need to break the Nether, and I'm going to show that off in a minute, what's actually in that box. Don't mind it changing to enchanted. That's just a bug. I've got tons of water because we're going to be in the Nether. We'll go through water really quick. A lot of food. And then some obsidian and flint of steel to make a nether portal when we get there, and a bunch of pearls and all my other gear. All right, so that's what we're taking along with us. Let's go into the Nether. Just dive into here. Come on down with me here. Nope, further down. All the way down to the portal. There we go. Finally made it. We need to move this portal. It's difficult to get to, and since both Esk and I can fly, why is there a slow ladder there? Should just be a straight drop. I'll put that in later. Okay, we're in the Nether. I want to get up to bedrock. If you remember Nether, you go up to bedrock, right? So I'm going to go ahead and fly up instead of taking the ladder. And we'll get way up here. And this is where we fought the Wither. Okay, so I need to find a good candidate to break. We're going to break a hole. There's a ghost block here or something. Okay, whatever. So I want to find a block that it's at 127. Now if I look at this one, it says looking at 126. So that's not high enough. That's not a good block. That one is 126. Maybe this is not going to... Oh, there we go. So there's a 127 there, but it's not enough. I can't fit through there. I could ender pearl through there, but I like to find a better one where I can just get straight up. So let me go ahead, and this is kind of boring. I'm just going to find a place, a good candidate, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I found a great place right here. You can see I'm looking at a 127 block. It's kind of in the middle of the F3, looking at negative 170, 127, 119. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a thing here and say break here and save that. All right, so we've marked that's our spot, right? Is it going to actually... There we go. All right, so we should be able to see that once we get on top of the bedrock. Yes, that's the plan. So the next thing we need to do is we need to find a way to get up with ender pearls. You used to be able to just like spam them, but you can't anymore. Let me find a good place to do this. All right, so we're back. Here is a great place. If you can see, this is a 127 right here, and there's this long tunnel that I can fit. And I can actually throw an ender pearl down here and glitch through that block there, and I'll be above the nether, or the bedrock, and then I can jump and throw another pearl to get actually out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and let's put our chest down and just drop everything in here that we don't need until we break it. And actually, I'm going to move it because I'm going to be playing with TNT. And I don't want to accidentally break these chests and all my stuff goes splatting everywhere. So let's just come down here a little bit and put some chests down. Okay, everything in here. Let's keep a little bit of water. I don't need my backpacks. I'll keep a little bit of food. 3 water bottles should be fine. I need that. I don't need those or that. I do need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right, and then in here, let's get all this stuff out. Elytra out of here. Okay, and then don't forget the armor. Don't forget the baubles. All right. Now this is the thing. Is this gonna be good? I have all the stuff to break through. I have my pick. All right, I think we're good, guys. Let's. Hopefully this works. This is gonna be horrible if it doesn't. This is gonna be a mess. All right, so can we find that spot again? Might have to go back in the footage. Oh, come on, let me out of here. Okay, we're back. So what we want to do again is pearl, and then as soon as we're there, jump and pearl down. And we might die, and if we die, it's going to put our graveyard, our gravestone, probably on the ceiling, so we won't be able to get our items back until we figure this out and make it work. So that's why I put everything in a chest. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this to work. Ready? Pearl, jump, pearl, and we are above. All right, we are up here, and I do not see anything spawning, so that's great. Am I taking damage? I don't know what that sound was, but I thought I was taking damage. Doesn't look like we are. Now, let's do the trick. It's going to be fun. We want to find our exact block, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. And that would be this block right here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Yep, that is the block. I'm going to just go up a ways and put a... Oh, yeah, I need my wooden slab. Hold on. Please don't spawn like a ghast up here. I don't think they can spawn up here, but I'm a little nervous. All right, this is going to go way over here. I don't want it to blow up. Let's get all the items out of there. And we'll do this thing again. This block here. And we'll put a piece of glowstone. Okay. So this is the block we want to break. We're going to need 2 sticky pistons. There and there. Okay? That's on the right block, right? Yes. Okay. Now we want to count and put our activator rail down. So not this block. We'll count diagonally. 1, 2, and 3 more. Okay? So there's these like diagonally 2 blocks in between the one on the break and the activator rail. And technically, actually it doesn't matter which way it's facing. It's fine. Okay. Now we've got to activate this with redstone. And we're also going to blow up some TNT. So I don't want my redstone to blow up. So I'm going to do 4 there. And put a lever right here. That will turn on our rail. And we'll put our TNT right there. We're going to do our repeaters. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? No, that's not right. Okay, it was close, guys. Counted wrong. I need 5 piston, or no, 5 obsidian. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go ahead and do 5 repeaters, and then a block to carry the signal. Any block will do. I just got some netherrack here, and then again 5 more repeaters, and we're gonna put them on all on 4 ticks, or full ticks. Yeah, there we go. Now what this does is this means when I do this lever, oop, that was close. This is the exact amount of time and delay as it takes for a TNT minecart to explode. So this will explode at the same time a redstone signal is hitting that block there. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not the most redstone expert, but this block will get power, which will indirectly power that redstone dust there, which will power this block, which will indirectly power this piston, meaning as soon as this TNT blows up, this piston will extend. Perfect. All right, that's exactly what we want to happen. But we don't want this dynamite to blow up our actual pistons. So to do that, we're just going to put a little bit of buffer there, and these cobblestone walls work great. And now we can go ahead and put a minecart down. And before I lever it, let me just make sure everything is good, because I only brought enough to do this once. And I think we're good. So let's go ahead and light it off. And it's going to explode. And look what it did. It blew the head off the piston, but didn't destroy the piston block itself. That is good. That's what we want. Now we want to do that again, but to this piston here. So let me get that set up. Okay, so for the next piston, the first thing we need to do is if we turn this guy off to put the next TNT there, it's gonna break this sticky piston. We want to keep him extended through a bud's power, so we put a block right on top of there. All right. Then we take another piece of obsidian and throw it right. Oops, I better turn this off first. Once you get the redstone block there, then you turn this off and wait for it to go all the way through. There we go. Now we put a piece of obsidian there. And again, we're going to put our 2 cobblestone walls. And we should have the exact same thing. Now this one will be headless. So let's put that there and turn it on. Here it goes. There we go. Oh, we actually got our cobblestone wall back. That's nice. Okay, so we now have 2 headless pistons. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Let's go ahead and set this guy the same way. So we'll go ahead and throw the netherrack there. Block of redstone. Okay, so that's now powered, so we can get rid of this. We're going to need these in a minute, so go ahead and pick them up. Okay, so the trick is now we want to get through a red rock right here. We want a piston to kind of get confused, and one facing up and one facing down. So if we go up 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do that. And we're going to go ahead and put both pistons here and extend it. And that just pushes this guy down. And we're going to do the same thing. I can find all the parts, come back here and push them down again. All right, and that's what we want. So he's facing down. He's actually going to do all the work of breaking through the bedrock. He's the most amazing piston ever. Okay, so the last step, we'll put our piston here, and then we need to do some timing, very specific timing on this redstone here. So break this, oh, that was close. I almost broke the piston there. And let's do 2 pistons here with no delay. And then we'll get rid of that and put 1 there with 1 extra delay there. And then put 1 here and 1 here. All right, and then we'll connect it all with redstone. Blop, put a lever here. Here goes the magic, guys. If this works, I'm gonna be so amazed. So here we go. We put it on. It's pulling it here. Okay, this kind of looks weird, but now we want to unpower these. So we'll take the redstone off. And then here we go, guys. This is all the magic. And unpower. Woohoo! It worked! We have a hole! Yes. Oh, sorry, Grim. I'm not living a Grim life anymore. I have broken the Nether. We are now free to travel anywhere in the world easily. No lava, no mobs to bug us. So let me go ahead and clean up our mess, and I will head on out to the target that we marked, which is not too far away. Actually, I'll show that in a minute. Okay, guys, we've cleaned up all our stuff. We've got all our armor back and everything. We're ready to go visit. Now, if we look, the place I marked is not on the map, and that's because, obviously, I made, the waypoint in the overworld. So the trick is to go here, switch to overworld, and here's the new forest gen. Turn it, edit it, and we're going to say, I want it to show in the Nether, and make sure you hit save. Now close, and we should see. There it is, New Forest Gen. And how far away is it? That's my death point. It is only 487 blocks away. Much easier. I can probably fly that distance. Let's see. Here we go. And go. There is a Botania setting. If you go into the mod configs, you can set the flight thing. Oh my gosh, I'm already there. I was gonna I could talk for a while. You can set the flight little meters that are above my water. You move them up, so you set them to negative. Let me just show you. Mod options, search on Botania. Go to Botania, go to config, switch flight bar height. This is 49 by default. Switch it to 59, and you're good. So then it'll show above your water instead of on top of it, and now I can know how far I can fly. So we are already here, guys. That was amazing because we were on top of bedrock. I didn't have to break a block. I didn't have to worry about any lava, any mobs, and we are here. So let's go ahead and make a portal here. Maybe I'll break bedrock here too as well, but probably not likely. There's not a lot of reason. Oops. Ah, crap. I didn't bring enough for corners. Luckily my pick is good, right? Do I have... Where's my netherrack? That'll do. Bam, bam. Okay. We will go in there, and hopefully there's just going to be a sapling right where we spawn, right? Here we go. I don't know if it's night or day, what kind of biome we're in. I think we're in a forest. I hope we're in a forest. That was the plan. And it is in the morning. Did I just see a mob there? That was weird. I think a cow just spawned right there and went into the nether. So this is perfect. I'm hoping when we go back we're above bedrock. We might have to break through again. We'll see. But right away I want these pumpkins because they are awesome. You can change pumpkin into cake with Astral Sorcery. So basically I just found 2 cakes right there in the forest. And we need to look. They're the same thing as the old IC2 stuff, guys. They are very distinct looking trees. They have a very tall top. And we found them already. Is this it? Rubber tree! Sweet! I'm so happy. That was the most easy thing ever. It wasn't the most easy thing ever, but it was great. Alright, so we need a sapling because we want to take these home. I'm going to go ahead and break a bunch of these. Luckily, we're not inside anybody's territory, or we wouldn't have been able to break these. But yeah, I got a few saplings already. I'm going to grab maybe like 10 of them and head back, and we can get started with some more Tech Reborn. Be right back, guys. Well, guys, not everything can go right. Apparently, the portal we made is now taking us to just level 63 in the Nether, which is a bummer. I was hoping it would take us up high, and it wouldn't. So I can do the same trick. I'm going to go ahead and get up there and just Ender Pearl and fly. I'm not going to put a hole in the Nether because I don't really need to come back here. So that's going to be the way I get home. So see you in a bit. Alrighty guys, we are back. I ended up getting 19 saplings. I planted 16 of them in a little 4x4 grid here. And gonna go ahead and place them all. Might have to light this up because this is gonna spawn mobs after a while. But we're all good. Go ahead and bone them all up. Looks like just over a stack to get them all bone mealed. Alright, now we're looking at these little sap-like things coming out of them. I built 3 tree taps. They're just the same recipe as IC2, planks and a stick. If I remember right, these have a really poor durability, so I made 4 of them. And you don't want to repeatedly click on the little sap, or you can bust it. If you don't, it will regen every little while. Some of these trees I should probably cut down and regrow because they don't have any little orange things on them at all. Wow, okay. I like to leave them with the leaves on top. Some people like skin them, so it's just wood here, and it's really easy to find the orange spots, but I don't know. And it's getting dark, so you guys probably can't see anything. Anyway, there's one. Okay, we're up to 4. Wow, this was pretty bad luck here. 5. Maybe I will skin these. I'll grow them again and then find good ones, because, wow, these were just horrible. What is that? Oh, more butterflies. Butterflies have already taken hold of our rubber trees. All right, let's get back here before the mobs start killing us. We've now got 5 rubber. That's probably not going to be enough to do what we want, but I can farm more in a minute. And we'll head on out here. What do we do with the sap? It looks like we smelt it, or we centrifuge it to make a ton. Holy crap, okay. Or we extract it to make 3. All right, so let's just start by smelting. We'll get an extractor soon. If I recall, an AC2 extractor is pretty easy to get. Come on down here. Our little iron furnaces. Oh, look at all that juicy copper. Put that in there. I'm gonna need a piece of charcoal or something. That'll work. I ended up going to the Harvest Festival miner and buying copper. I think about 40 ore of copper. All right, I'll probably put these tree taps in a chest out by the trees themselves. So if Esk is online, he can tap them as well. And we'll go ahead and get the sap. The rubber. Okay, the rubber, what do? We make wires. That's about it. I guess we can make a network cable with rubber. Interesting. So he's combined both Tech Reborn stuff and Immersive Engineering to get into XNet. Wow, okay. And with our copper wires, do we have any use for these? Apparently not. Okay, because we've replaced them. So we just need these wires to actually power stuff. But do we really, now that I'm thinking about it? Because we can use... Tech Reborn allows you to use RF. Oh, well. I don't know. Yeah, we've got 5 rubber. Let's get some better machines. So we'll go with the generator to get a little bit of IC2 power, or IE, or FE. It's called FE here. We need this battery, which tin redstone, and some coil. So grab some copper out of here. I'm going to go ahead and grab like 16 of it and throw it through here. Oh, I'm going to pick it up, aren't I? Hold shift so my magnet doesn't grab that. And you can do stamping it. Sweet. Is it going to pick it up? Nope, don't grab it, you stupid magnet. I got the really awesome magnet that works from far away. Take it off. Are they still working? They're like on the side, but yeah, okay, they're still working. So you can see it's awesome. Now we can make these cables for our battery. Nice. Loving it. Okay. Generator. Need one of these, which means I need some iron and recook it. So let's grab like 32 iron. Maybe 30. Let's verify our math and see if this really does cook 10 pieces for 1. Okay. That should be enough for now. Once we get 8, we can... And look at how fast it is. It seems to be a lot faster. I don't know about you. Six, a few more, 7, 8. Make a block. Okay, can we get our battery now? I think I need the battery stuff. Furnace and the battery, okay. Actually, I have no idea if there already a furnace in there, but too late. Battery. Generator. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put our generator right here. That's going to run off anything that, burns. So we could put blaze rods. I don't know. We have a ton of blaze rods. Do they work in here? Oh, they do. Sweet. All right. So now we're generating power. Can hold 40,000 RF. We need to get some cabling now, which was what this used, right? So insulated copper, we need a copper cable. Wait, can I not make this? Grim, did you disable this? Huh. So do I need to use Tech Reborn? Not Tech Reborn, need Immersive Engineering for this? Let's try. I don't know. So an LV connector here. Oops, just threw my water on the ground. Did I do all of that getting all of that going in the Nether, getting the thing for nothing? Get out of the way. All right, this is not a. Oh, give me that back. Good. We need to upgrade this to a powered. So let's look up iron furnace again. Oh, we don't want to look up electric furnace. Electric Avenue. This one. Redstone and a circuit, which needs, oh my goodness, so much of that. That's okay. We got it. Circuit. What goes in the middle of the circuit? Refined iron. Yeah, it looks like it cooked 10 pieces. So there's our circuit. Electric furnace. Okay. Put that baby here. Connector there. Now this might crash the server. Or it might just work. It's got power. Oh my goodness. Seriously. All right. Can't believe it. Or did this just get power because it was next to that? All right, we're gonna have to waste a little power, but I wanna know if it was just grabbing power from that. Oh crap! I got a machine block back. Dang it! I forgot that. You need a stupid wrench. Oh, that was a bummer. Oh, that was very expensive mishap. That pisses me off. Well, once you do it once, you won't do it again, right? What famous last words. And let's get an IC2 wrench right away. Tech Reborn wrench. What is this? Bronze? Alright, well, let's just not break it again. Electric furnace, no power. Connector. Power? It is. Okay. Yeah. So we have no use for IC2 or Tech Reborn cables. We just use IE, which is fine. Pisses me off, but it's fine. Because now I don't think I have enough to make what I wanted to do. Takes two electric furnaces, a machine block, and electric circuits. Wow. The electric alloy is pretty expensive. I'll make that off camera, but we can now, you can see, process all of these. Let's just grab like a stack of iron into here. And I'm just gonna, for now, get an old-fashioned vanilla hopper and chest. And we'll see if we can hopper out of that. Yes, we can. Sweet. Probably hopper in as well and just go process through all this. Is you get enough power? Oh yeah, it's keeping power there. I wanted to look at the MV thing up here to make sure we're not taxing it. No, it's staying full. So yeah, we're good here. These water wheels are generating plenty, which is amazing. Sweet. Okay, well guys, that's Tech Reborn, the introduction. We didn't need any of that. We could have just gone straight to the electric furnace and powered it with IE, but we had fun. We broke the Nether, and we went and got a rubber sapling from far away. If you guys liked the episode, hit that like button. You want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time, where we'll either do some more engineering, Tech Reborn, or more magic with Astral Sorcery, depending on if I can get Esk online. And we'll see you guys next time. Catch you later. Bye.